Okay, everyone. I'm just recording this lesson to just go through the basic today first, and when you have a next lesson, I'll go through more in detail. So we are going to start a new unit. Unit number 6 is organization behavior in international tourism and organization. And within this unit, we are going to learn about. We have 4 learning outcomes. So first learning outcome today we'll go through the basic critical apply organizational behavior theories to the tourism and hospitality sector. So we'll go through very basic today, all about the organization behavior and some management theories. Those are linked with the behavior things as well. And further lessons I'll go through more tri-component theory model, attitude model of consumer behavior, and all these model will go through. We'll record the further tomorrow lesson more in details as well. So today is just a bit so I'm focusing first learning outcome, critically analyze the management structure of tourism and hospitality organization using the model of the organization behavior. So behavior is a quite fast area, and the market use it's quite good to be, first of all, understand what is the difference between needs and want, and why the marketing activities are important in an organization. What is meant by hospitality industries, which we'll go through, and objective of the tourism or hospitality industries, and what are as an organization. And we'll go through organization structure, how this help, like a flat structure, tall structure, and different the structure or within our organization. So today we'll be focused on the structure of travel and tourism industry and tourism and hospitality industry, and we'll go through some basic theories about the management, those we're supposed to be addressed. So we'll start our lesson today. It's our first lesson of Unit 6, and we are going to discuss about learning outcome 1, which we're supposed to address it. Organization behavior in international tourism and hospitality industry, level 7 course, and unit number 6. So my name is Anjum Satar. If you not get me, please ask me, and if you have any question, me emails, I'll go through and I'll explain you again. So today, on the completion of this topic, you will be in a position to understand what is the consumer behavior and why consumption should be viewed as a process, and why the market to understand the needs and want of the consumer segment. We'll go through how the management theories help in to understand the consumer behavior, and how we can manage, and discussion on the structure of the organization. So first thing, hospitality field by the definition is a service industry. So hospitality is a service industry. It's tasked to create the shareholder world by servicing and satisfying the guests. So guest is a key in hospitality industry. So how we can keep our guests happy, that's we need to be focused. And in industry segment include, among others, hotel, restaurant, private clubs, managed food services, events planning, tourism related businesses, and travel providers. More often than not, the product purchased is intangible, or the quality of the product. Intangible, we can't see it, we can't have a physical substance. So service instant, generate and consume. So we need to be focused on hospitality industry. You will see there is a big structure as an industry: restaurant, private clubs, managed food. All these event planning is all come under the hospitality industry. So note, the hospitality is a part of the product itself for the guest to be satisfied, and not must be believed. So we need to receive the value for the service. So the money they will get, it the customers should perceive they are getting value for money. What is the definition of hospitality? The act of the kindness in welcoming and looking after the basic needs of the guest, or the stranger in relation to the food, drink, and accommodation, refer to the relationship process between guest and the host. There is a reception and entertainment of the guest, the visitor, or the stranger. All this is come under the hospitality industry. Hospitality industry includes the company or the organization which provide the food and drink and accommodation to the people who are away from home. So we need to be looking the sense of they will get the same feeling, the home, and this will serve them or we meet their expectation. Hospitality and tourism industry meet the needs of the people with the kindness and the goodwill they always away from the home. So hotel and tourism industry is the four service sectors: food and beverage, lodging, creation, travel and tourism, all come under the hospitality industry. All the structure of the hospitality industry. So hospitality industry is about the service industry. So all is a quite big industry. It's a $1 billion industry. So it's fast growing. The removing the border restriction, free movement of the people, creating a lot of things against it. It help. I mean the culture, local culture impacts it go through the second level as well. So when we looking the consumer behavior, first of all, consumer perspective. So we need to understand the consumer perspective. We need to understand the marketer perspective. So how does the consumer decide he or she needs as a product? In hospitality industry, we need to be how the consumer attitude toward the product formed or the with the passage of time. The repurchase issues we can look around. Purchase issues is acquiring the product is stressful or the pleasant. So we need to look around the consumer find the easy, pleasant environment within hospitality industry or not. So how the situational factors such as the time, pressure, store displays and all sort of things. Post purchase issues. So after staying, what sort of the issues? So as in hospitality industry point of view, we need to be addressed. So chooser, communicator, identity seeker, players, and all we need to look around the user and influencers. What is a need? Need is a basic things without can't survive. It pizza or the burger is need could be, and the wants if you want specific you want. So there is a different need is a basic thing which we can't survive it without using like a water, food is a basic necessity. And then the want it could be other specific, so those things we need to go through. So it could be different sort of the needs element, maintain the life of the food or the water, uh, make needs, then the process of becoming the number of the culture, status and the power, object, tangible, and these, all sort of the needs we need to go through. Okay. You all maybe learn about the Maslow hierarchy of needs. To understand the need, we need to understand which layer of the needs the customer is performing. They need the basic need to meet their safety needs, belongingness, ego needs, and the self-actualization with the top level, with the self 100% satisfy. So we need to be understand these are the Maslow hierarchy of needs theory way to look around, and we need to be this is a humanist approach where we need to be focused on and meet the needs of the our client. So consumer behavior influence needs, wants, purchase decision, using product and the service, disposing of the product and reaction. So I'll need to look around the market segmentation. We can segment our market into the small processes to betterly understand the customer behavior, exploring the need and the attitude to be addressed. So behavior segmentation on behaviorally how segment on the basis of the usage, occasions, is Christmas or what sort of the event we can, like in a hospitality industry, we can decide the price, what price charge and what benefit we can with customer loyalty. We can give them loyalty discount, like air miles and various other holiday points, cards and things, those are the loyalty. Age, gender, family structure, these sort of the things. The region where our customer are, personality, attitude, lifestyle, interest and hobbies. These are all the impact on the behavior of the customer. So next we looking, if we look of this consumer behavior ladder, so we need to understand the psychological technology ladder. We need to look around creators. So publishing a blog, we need to look around the website or the video correct and the collections and all these sort of different things, help us. So in our hospitality industry, we can design social media can play a significant role and ensuring the segment, we can segment our market small to meet the needs, and the segmentation is in the dividing the total market into the small portion of, because commercial tourists are individually people, they have a different, people travel abroad are the different motive behind, so we need to look around. Popular cultures, of course, culture is mean norms, value, other spend the life. The culture is always changing. We looking these things, tutors and technologies and things, all these set of the things is changing the customer, and we need to be managed in the management perspective. So all these things, the popular culture nowadays. So management theories. What are the management theories? Because one within a learning outcome, we need to be learn on the management theory. Theory provide us for actions, but if the action is effective, the theory must be adequate and appropriate to task and improve the organizational performance. So these are the different theories. Like Mayo one, gave the theory about the management. Ithon effect, this is general electrical motor and effect, people behave in a social perspective. Maslow hierarchy of needs theory, we need to understand the people needs and which level they need to meet the basic need, or they need self-actualization extreme, or sort of, so we can embed those sort of the services to address them. According to the Peter Drucker, is popular authors, he wrote many books, and gave the theory, the people are motivated towards, the money is a key element, or any other, the behavior things are. Taylor is a scientific school of management. He gave the approach and the management. So what is the definition of management? Different people manage, different people say the task. Management is a process of designing an environment to achieve the pre-selected objective. Management is a task. Management is a discipline. So failure of anything is blamed to be as a manager's to be. Same thing in hospitality industry. According to the Taylor, people are motivated when they get more money. So we can give them piece rate if people perform better and they get. McGregor gave the theory X and Y. The theory X, the people can be motivated, they work independently, they get more money. But the theory Y is all about the people. Sometimes we need to be balanced it with some sort of the control or the punishment. If those not perform it, the punishment could be in term of, not giving them performance related pay, and their bonuses could be cut off, if they not achieve it. So motivation, and so theory is all about the outcome of the success. This theory further we will go through that slide. Or work hygiene factors. So what are the factors? Those are motivated jobs and those are demotivated. So in the hospitality industry, these management theories play a significant role, and we must have to understand these theories. So management theories is a theory and the practice are the same, and the theory and the practice are different. So different people have a different views about it. The extent to which the organization works separated in different jobs and done by different people. So in a hospitality industry as well, we can divide the labels. Major purpose are the function and the control. So advantages of division of the label is efficient use of the labor. We can divide it as a chef, barman, is it working front desk. So they need different sort of the skills and abilities. Those sort of we need to be melt, and we need to standardize it. So have advantages and disadvantages, and we can meet expectations of that. So division of the workers should be, and we can look around more coordination, like coordinate activities within our organization that will the author divide the 5 basic elements of the structures which serve the coordination and the mechanism for the work, mutual adjustment. We can adjust, mutually adjust with the organization, direct supervision, standardize of the work processes. And standardize means just making the things, standard and everyone follow it and everyone well aware. So standardizing of the work output, standardization of the worker skill, advantages are in the centralization. Centralization, so everything is a centralized. There are the advantage, but if every time at this branch or the local hotel they have to request the paper or request the basic things, we're not delegating power. So then could be create a problem in our organization, which further through different structure of the organization and we'll see these things. Argument again, the centralization. Centralization, it could reduce the cost, more centralized activities, but it could be act locally is a popular phrase, so sometimes some centralized activity and centralized culture not meet the needs or the wants of the local people. So we need to look around in the hospitality industry, those factors as well. So advantage of the decentralization, of course, when we'll give the power to they can understand and they can make the decisions according to, but maybe we can standardize the things, that's just what we can do, the centralize, and what we can do this decentralize, address work specialization, departmentation, these sort of the things, decentralized activities within our organization. Different approaches, classical approach is emphasis on the purpose, formal structure, organization, and the management, which we need to look around. And bureaucracy and the scientific management have a different views about it. So Henry Foyle and the various other authors, theories. So Weber proposed a bureaucratic form of structure that he believed would be work for all organizations. So embrace the logic and the rationality of efficiency. Weber further the ideally bureaucracy, job specialized. So people need to be specialized in the job. We need to give them authority of priority. Selections need to be done within formal roles and regulation within our organization. Different criticism of this theory is the lack of attention of informal organization is more focused on the structuralized and coordinated activity. Sometimes we need to be look around a bit flexibility where we can function as well. Scientific school of management mentioned earlier is Henry Ford, is a Taylor. Taylor gave us this approach, and F.W. Taylor, Frederick Taylor, he used to be a bricklayer, study evening classes, and he did the study about the time and motion, like, when the bricklayer and the worker make the chain and pass the things, probably will help to reduce the time, increase. In the same thing, we can look around in the hospitality industry as well. Sorry about guys. And the responsibility between management and the workers. Reason again, the management, we can look around, we can decide in the pay based on the different further authors criticize the theory, and they gave, they said, no, this theory maybe is not the social benefit of the people. Then the Mayo Hython experiment, so which further I'll send you some slides to read background. So neo-economic relationship approach in 1950s, and where we're looking the psychological orientation, man focus on the personal adjustment of an individual within a work, affect the group and the leadership style. Maslow, Horberg, and McGregor, these are the three main contributors toward the neo-human relationship approach. So Maslow, as we discuss about the hierarchy of needs theory, which is focused on and discuss about, what sort of the things we need to be identify, further achievements, status, stabilities, and these things we need to be focused and will plan. Horberg, a gene maintenance factor concern, basically the job environment. We need to look around the people will be motivated, giving them benefit. It's not only the factor which is the money is a key motivator. We need to look around the other environment, culture, coordination, relationship between employees. All further argue the style of the management adopted, the manager's attitude towards human nature's behavior at work. So he put the superposition called theory X and Y, and based on the popular composition. Theory X, is more democratic side of the style, and the theory Y, we need a mixture of where we need to be people could be those not perform well. So systematic approach, we need to look around. Contingency approach, contingent is mean the plan is alternative plan should be placed in the organization. If this management style not work, so we can go through internal organization. We can look around as a small organization, internal management structures within our organization, functional area. area are those areas are the department. We can say finance is a functional area, human resource is a functional area, sales and marketing and the production and operations are the functional area. This is the one of the organization chart which we can look around this organization structure. There are the many layers. It could be more decentralized. Centralized is everything is top. So we when under organization culture, hierarchy is the organization culture layers. Those are the top, having greater authority. Those workers at the lower level. Span of control, the number of workers under one manager. Chain of command, the line down, who is ordering, who is responsible for what. Tall organization, many layers, and the small span of control, and the characteristics tall organization, high level of control, appropriate skill, and more opportunity for the promoting and the poor communication could be happen. The flat organization, few layer, could be larger span of control, low level of control, the suitable, the skilled, and experienced worker. These are the benefit or the advantages or disadvantages of the flat and the tall structure. These mean, the involving removing one or more layers like organization sometimes they say making the people redundant or right sizing within an organization because in an organization could be wrong side and that wrong side leads to the poor efficiencies in our organization, and that's we need to look around and we need to address it. Trick sort of where organization structure not change stay but the projects carry on start and finish, so each have advantages. The staff from all department can work on the project and leading to the quick decision making different department, and then we can split the loyalty of the worker have a both. If you're working in a project A or B, in the project A you may be in a different level of role. Project could be a different sort of the loyalty could be that conflict start, that's the drawback of this structure. Centralized, what are the centralized benefit or disadvantages? So please guys read it. Decentralized is mean giving more power. Flexible workers, so what is the flexibility? Flexible working hours and the rules, flexible working hours, you can change the shift pattern, work and the behavior. In a hospitality industry, all these we need to manage as well like other industry. So today lesson really we covered about, we'll look quick, our learning outcome, and we'll go through. So let's, so today lesson we basic, which I explain you different management theories. I explain you. We discuss about hospitality industry, definition of hospitality industry, structure of hospitality industry, critically analyze the management structure where we discuss about different management theories and structure where they explain you little organization behavior which will go through for more model. Evaluate the objective of hospitality industry, kindness, happiness, and hospitality mean the kindness, act of the kindness, what's come under hospitality industries and hospitality industry structures. So critically evaluate how the organization structures, the structure of hospitality to help to achieve the objective. Of course, we work as a coordinated activity with the internal and external stakeholders to achieve. So we today will address LO1 and further we'll a little bit input, because it's a bit slightly short recorded lesson because I wait half an hour, no one joined. So I wish was to be you all join, on the time which is UK. Your lesson supposed to be 9:30 till half 10 till half 11. So we need to be, so I'll hope so I will see you tomorrow. I'll upload this lesson on Moodle. So please, if you have any question, do not hesitate to contact me. My address is my email address anjum@ukversity.co.uk. So today we just cover LO1. So please do some background reading as well. I'll send you some books, upload on Moodle. So please carry on following Moodle as well. Please, if anybody any questions. me email. Have a nice weekend, have a nice time, and I hope so. I'll speak you tomorrow lessons, and we'll go through and we'll try to discuss about LO2. Okay, guys, have a nice time. Bye bye.